Hello and welcome to XCOM 2 video guide series. My name is Iridar and today I will be showing the full pipeline for importing, exporting and adjusting animations. Nothing fancy. I will not be showing how to make animations, just how to import and export them. As well as additive animations and how to apply them to units. Now, as far as applying to units, there are many ways it can be done, and depending on your exact use case, you will want to use different ways. You can apply animations via special effect that is attached to an ability, or you can patch them onto directly a character template, or you can specify them via configuration so they are automatically applied to all characters, or you can use these update animations, downloadable content info hook that can be used to conditionally attach animations. We're going to use it in a very simple and dumb way to attach override animations to all characters, just so they can be easily tested in game. So that's what you see when you start the Unreal editor. You will as well require some sort of software for actually editing animations, either Blender or 3ds Max or Autodesk Maya or something similar. Anything that can work with FBX files, as well as Modbody, of course. So first let's import or rather export an animation from the game. Let's see, let's take some easily available, easy testable soldier idle animation. So I'm gonna search for AS_soldier and filter by anim set. There still are a whole bunch of these. We are interested in this one that's called soldier anim.anims as soldier. This anim set contains tactical animations, most of the tactical animations for XCOM soldiers and similar units. You'll notice there are a whole 233 of them, though some of them are additive animations. First I will show you how to swap the preview. The preview unit for the soldier anim set, for whatever reason, is Advanced Spectre. Let's filter by skeletal mesh and type reference. Then click on the whichever icon looks like a soldier in Kevlar armor. It's called soldier conventional medium reference all male. There is also a female nearby, but it's untextured. And generally there is no reason to use the female skeleton because it will look different in editor compared to how it does in game, because the female proportions are applied at runtime. They are not visible in the Unreal editor. So here you can select mesh and click on this green arrow button to select another unit. Now we have a soldier. Now let's export the idle animation. Let's type idle. Here we have the HL_idle A. This is the standard idle animation. There are several more. Idle alert, where the soldier is like looking around. It's longer. There's also idle hidden movement. I guess the same thing. And there is also an idle for crouching and cover, where HL idle is when you're in high cover or in no cover. There's also an idle animation with your gun up. That's in a combat situation. Actually, we might want to use that one. There's a idle alert and a simple idle. I don't remember what's the difference. Whatever, let's just pick the default idle animation. Click File, Export FBX animation, and let's import it somewhere. I will export it into my 3ds Max import folder. HL idle. Yes, it's already there. We will replace it. Now here is something. If you want to see the soldier skeleton in your 3D editing software, then you click yes. If not, then only the animation and the skeleton will be imported, exported. Now let's import it in 3ds Max and edit it in a simple manner, so it can be easily seen in game. There it is. You will want to have specific import settings. We want to import animation with bone creation with the selected leave as bones. And units you can either select automatic or keep it on centimeters. Your system unit scale should be set to centimeters to work properly with Unreal Editor. Takes a bit of a time to process the skeleton. There we go. First thing first, before editing, doing anything to this animation, you want to delete this. It's called an item called base node. In case of 3ds Max, it is displayed as a dummy helper object. I don't know what it will be, what will it be in Blender, but if you open the skeleton hierarchy, it will be at the top. So you want to select it and delete it. Otherwise, if you export this animation and try to import it into Unreal Editor, the game will crash, or rather editor will crash. So yeah, let's edit it in a easily visible way. Let's have the soldier become a chicken. Yeah, that should work great. Very distinct. Now, when you're exporting the animation from your 3D editing software, there's no reason to export the skeletal mesh itself, or rather the mesh itself. Exporting just the skeleton is enough. So I will hide the mesh, soldier model, select all bones and click export selected. And let's call it HA idle A. The animation must have the exact same name as the original to override it properly. Okay. The export settings are similar. Yes, for War of the Chosen you want to compatibility for FBX 2016/2017. Scale factor is still automatic or centimeters, and these checkboxes should be as seen here. Okay, we have exported an animation. Now we must import it into 3ds Max. For something simple, let's create a new anim set. Just right click anywhere, new anim set. So first we enter the package name. Let's call it, I don't know, ERI test package. The important part is that this name must be unique. If any other mod has the same package, a package with the same name, they will conflict and only one of them will be loaded. The grouping is unimportant. We can call it anim, and then name the anim set AS, I don't know, soldier, whatever, doesn't matter. Sometimes you cannot see this OK button or it's out of bounds. You can just hit enter and the anim set will be created. Now by default it will have this boxy box as the preview mesh. Again, you can just select the reference skeletal mesh. You must click on all assets so the editor searches in all assets and not only in your freshly created package. So again, select the preview mesh and hit the green button, and here we have the soldier. Okay, we now have an anim set, and now you would naturally think that we can import an animation into it, but no, we cannot. We first have to save this package inside your mods content folder. Now I have gone through the trouble of already setting up a mod project, so now we just have to find it and save the package. There it is, content. Click save. Okay, we have saved the package, and now you would naturally think that we can start importing animations into it, but no, we cannot. We must restart the Unreal Editor first. Otherwise, the editor will hard crash when importing the animation. I imagine a lot of people step on these rakes and give up trying to work with animations at all. I was very lucky that I had other people explain this to me when I was starting out myself. Now we must open this package. To do so, click the folder looking button that says open an external package, and once again navigate to the mods content folder. There's our package. Let's open it. This happens usually. The reference mesh is again is gone. It should persist once we create an actual animation inside the anim set that uses the skeleton. What? Okay, here we go. It's actually important what mesh you have as preview when you import animation, so you do have to do this. Let's click File. Oh no, wait, actually. Let's first copy the original animation into this anim set. I will explain why in a second. Once you have assigned the reference mesh at least once to any anim set after you have started the game, it will appear in this drop-down list of skeletal meshes, and you can just select the reference mesh here. Okay, let's find this idle animation again. There it is. Let's copy it into another anim set. To do so, select this anim set in the editor and click anim sequence. Copy sequences to selected anim set. Let's do this. Yes, we sure want to copy. Now if we open this anim set, there it is, just one animation. This method is preferable to copying the entire anim set, because there are issues when you do this. If you copy the entire anim set and then delete the animations you do not need, some of their assets will persist and they will bloat the package size. It doesn't matter if you're going to cook the package anyway, but it's still annoying. It leaves me with a feeling of dirtiness, so try not to do it. Let's save the package first. Sometimes this process fails and we will get a message, cannot save package because graph linked to an external object or object linked to external graph, something like this. When this happens, this is because of the animation notifies. Unfortunately, it just means that some of the notifies prevent you from saving the package. And in this case, you just have to delete the offending notifies. The easiest way is just to delete them all and recreate them anew. In this case, yes, we have copied the animation specifically, so we have all of these animation notifies. Animation notifies are basically things that do something when the animation reaches a specific point. For example, if I move this notify here and then animation starts, animation reaches roughly the middle, this sound effect will play if appropriate. It's a conditional sound. It will not play for all soldiers. This is because this anim set is also shared by Advent avatars, I assume, anyway. So yeah, let's import our altered animation on top of the original animation. File, import, and let's find the one we exported. There it is. Now it asks us if we want to skip patching. Never skip patching, just say no. It asks us something about bones. Yes, we just click yes, 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 until it runs out of bones. Oops, yeah. This is why I was clicking slowly and I clicked on it anyway. It asked me if I want to override the original animation and I said no. So let's import again. Import. This time it will not ask us because we have already created the bones the first time, or other animation tracks. So yeah, it asks us if we want to replace. Yes, we want to replace. And now if we play this animation, we will have the chicken soldier. Perfect. Majestic. Okay, now we can just simply save the project or save the package. However, it's a good habit to always recompress the animation after importing it. To do so, click Animation Compression, then Animation Compression Settings, select Least Destructive and click either Apply to Sequence or Apply to Set. Doesn't matter. Well, you can. I assume you can guess what's the difference is. Sequence is this one animation set is the entire collection of animations. So yeah, now here's what we have now. We have an anim set. It doesn't matter what it's called, but it contains an altered animation with the name that is identical to the animation soldiers already use. Now, if we add this anim set to the soldier, the new animation will override the original animation. It works like this. Each unit has a list of active animation sets, and when several animation sets have the same animation, the game will use whatever animation from whatever set that was applied the latest. So when the game starts and the soldiers load, they load all their animation sets, but when you apply a new animation set via update animations, it will be applied later. So it will override. This animation will override the original idle animation. Let's again save the package and close the editor. Oh wait, first let's right click on it and select copy full name to clipboard, and then we can close this. Now if I hit Ctrl V, I will paste the full path to the animation set. We need this path for the update animations hook. Here I have everything ready, I just need to specify the path. Here's what it does. The content macro gets the content manager, request game archetype, loads this specific asset, then I cast it to anim set because I know that this is an anim set, and then I add it to the array of custom anim sets in update animations. Now all I have to do is add the package to the mod project, because just because it lies in the folder does not mean it will actually load. It has to be present in the solution manager as well, rather solution explorer. And that's basically it. Now I have to build the mod and test it in game. It's currently building. You might notice that this mod project has a lot of files, but the only two relevant ones are the X2 DLC info something that contains the update animations code, which must be present in a class that extends the notable content info file, and the content folder with the test package. Keep in mind, like I said, the test package must have a unique name, and it also must be different from this folder from any folder inside the SRC folder, because all folders inside the SRC folder will be compiled into script packages, and script packages and asset packages share the same namespace. So if you give the same name to script package and a content package, the game will not load your content package because script packages are loaded first. So the takeaway is that your content packages must all have a completely unique names, not shared by any other mod, and not shared by your own mod either. Alternative mod launcher loads. I will load the Unreal Editor again. You cannot have Unreal Editor open while building a mod, but you can have it open while playing the game. After I test this, and I expect it will work perfectly fine, I plan to show you how to make additive animations. It is a bit more complicated, but can be a very powerful tool. Sorry. Here's the newly compiled mod, and let's run the game. Oh, it was the editor error. what? I will not have the editor open now. Oh, right, of course I... Wait, no. I don't know. Never mind. Forget I said anything. I apologize for being a bumbling buffoon, but this video is not scripted. I didn't have time to properly prepare a script. This was mostly meant as a quick tutorial for just one person anyway. So let's just enter tactical. Okay, it's not working. Okay, I think the soldiers are using the wrong idle animation. The hidden movement one or something. Let's give them an enemy. What now? Okay, I think I need to override other animations as well. I'm just gonna copy the animation and rename it so that I'm overriding several idle animations at the same time with the same chicken arms animation. Okay, let's just open the same package. I'm tired to navigating to it by hand. First the original package, so I have the idle animation names. And that's the modified package. First let's copy the name. What's it? Idle alert. Copy sequence name. Now let's do it here. Copy sequence to selected anim set and just paste a different name. Now same for hidden movement. There we go, 3 idle animations. Same animation, different name. Should be working now. I tried to build the mod too quickly after closing the Unreal editor. Since I haven't modified my list of active mods, I can bypass MAL, alternative mod launcher, and launch the game directly. Still not working. Yeah, this is unexpected. Oh, there we go. There's the chicken animation. Okay, so this is just a proof of concept, how to replace animations. I wonder why it doesn't work outside of cover. There must be another idle animation I haven't replaced. Whatever. So let's do an additive animation now. Let's relaunch the editor while it's launching. So let's say we have this idle animation, the original idle animation, as the reference pose. And let's say we want to adjust it slightly, but for all animations used by the soldier, or several animations used by the soldier. So let's do it like this. Let's say we're making a pistol grip. Well, there are more appropriate ways of doing it, but whatever. So we're gonna... Oh wait, no. We must use the first frame of the animation. Delete everything else. Set it to one frame. No, wait. No frames. Oh, we must have at least one frame. Okay, whatever. First we exported this unchanged reference pose. Unchanged reference pose. Just the first frame of the animation. Why? There we go. Okay, file export. I said delete all frames. There we go. File export HL idle reference. This is our base pose. What are additive animations? Like, additive animations are differences between two animations or two poses that can be applied to other animations. So like we have a soldier standing normally, or rather I wanna talk through it, I will just show it, that's simpler. Yeah, let's just do chicken arms again, whatever. Click the auto to enable the animation mode, and let's just drag the hand. Okay, here we have a chicken soldier again. And export the adjusted. Chill idle adjusted. Okay, so we now have essentially two poses, the reference pose and the adjusted pose. Let's open the package again. And import our two poses. So yeah, we have two poses, the reference pose and the adjusted pose. Let's save the package. Let's delete the three adjusted animations. It will be easier to demonstrate if I use the proper original animations. And let's copy them from the soldier anim set, from the original soldier anim set once again. I should not have used the same anim set name for the old one and the new one. It must be confusing for you. So yeah, let's just... Oh, there we go. There's the idle gun down. That's the animation used out of cover. Well, whatever. Let's just copy all of them. copying all idle animations to the other anim set. And it's going to ask this, so we can now just click through. In all my years, I never bothered to remember how many clicks does it take. Oh wait, it's gonna ask for every single animation. Yeah, I should just click it until it's... Oh yeah. My entire career came down to this moment of me typing on my spacebar. Okay, there we go. Okay, yeah, so I'm just making sure that we don't have chicken arms here. Okay, yeah, we now have an anim set with the original animations. Now, when using additive animations, you don't actually have to copy the originals, but I'm doing it here just to quickly demonstrate it how they can be used. But this is not their optimal use. But first, let's create an animation. So yeah, select the adjusted animation and select anim sequence, convert sequence to additive animation. And let's see, animation first frame, and select the idle animation, the reference animation. Click OK. And now we have a new animation. This is the additive animation. Now these two are just base animations. We can keep them. The game will not use them, but we need to keep them because the additive animation is stored as difference between these two. Now it is previewed as the soldier having their arm raised, but normally you cannot properly preview additive animations in the editor, so this is not necessarily accurate. Let's copy the sequence name, and now we will add an animation notify that will make the game play the additive animation when this animation is playing. To do so, let's click notify, new notify. It has appeared in the list, the anim sequence list of notifies. Let's click the small blue button and select the play additive animation if we can find it in this mess. And there it is. Play additive animation. Wait at 1. Let's put the animation name. Blend is unimportant in this case, and yeah, let's enable looping. There it is. Now we have to do the same for all other animations. The easier way is just to insert the same notify here and copy it to other animations. There it is. Now let's just copy it elsewhere. Wait, is this the one? Oh, this is not the one. Okay. Anim sequence. Usually I click rename sequence and then just hit Ctrl C to copy the sequence name and then cancel. Idle alert. No, we do not delete the original notifies. It's gonna take me a couple of minutes. Now, it doesn't matter that this animation has the notify, it will not be played anywhere. I have it here just to copy it around easily. I will be deleting it later anyway. Now the general idea and the optimal name of using notifies, or rather additive animations, is to insert these play additive animation notifies via Unreal script. I will not be doing it here because it's a kind of advanced topic and it's all experimental right now anyway. But this will work. Applying additive animations via code, or rather via notifies, it will work just fine. And there's another way of using additive animations I will show you later. First, let's make sure this one works. In general, with XCOM 2 modding, I assume it doesn't work until you test it. That's a good policy to have. And here we go, chicken soldiers. So right now, these soldiers are playing their normal, standard, idle animations, well, overridden by us, with custom versions that have this play additive animation notify. Even though the animations themselves are not altered in any way, they are adjusted by this additive animation notify. And there is another way that does not involve using notifies at all. The general idea with additive animation that I have for this weapon animations repository project is to save on the required disk space by storing just the additive animations. For example, let's say you have your standard soldier animation where they hold a rifle, but it can be easily adjusted so the soldier holds like one pistol instead. It's a simple small movement of the left arm, which can be done via additive animations, and then applied to the entire soldier rifle animation set. Via Unreal script code. Okay, so the second way I have of using additive animations is directly applying them to animations right now. So we have these the list of animations, the unaltered animations themselves, but we can click this additive animation and select anim sequence, or rather no, select the sequences themselves that we want to adjust, and select add additive animation to selected sequences, and then we select our additive animation, and it asks us to scale. I'm not sure what is it asking. Let's just keep the default. Click OK. Yes, it will replace the animation. Now I have to do this for all of them. It's a bit annoying, but okay. Okay, now if we play the additive or the original idle animation, you will see it's now a chicken pose. Even though I can, well, deleting or not deleting this anim notify would not do anything, but so it's easier for me to just delete the additive animations I have created. Since they were already applied to the animations, the additive animations are no longer relevant. And I could safely delete them. Now this animation notify that still references the idle animation will just not do anything. So technically I should clean them up, but I'm not going to because it would take time and it is irrelevant for the test I'm going to do. Let's again build the mod. I press Ctrl-Shift-B to start building the mod, but clicking build and build solution would do the same thing. And here we go, chicken soldiers. Now this is no longer done via additive animations, this is done via soldier animations themselves that we are overriding with altered soldier animations. The animations that were altered by hard applying an additive animation to them. That's all I wanted to show. Just a very quick demonstration of technical steps required. This is obviously not a proper guide. Sorry, but I don't really have time to do a proper animation guide nowadays. And also it's a big and complicated topic, and if you don't already know how to make animations in Blender or 3ds Max or whatever, it's like a whole huge deal and will take ages to explain. So yeah, best of luck, see you next time.